Hello, good morning. This is Mrs. Havens, and today is Monday, January 31st. And I'm going to tell you what you're going to do in reading and in spelling today. So let's start off in reading. You do need your reader out. So if you do not have it with you and you need to go run in the other room and get it, just please pause this video and come back. Okay, so this story of the week that you're going to be reading starts on page 108. So on page 108, it is not a story this week. This is actually an article. And this article was written to explain some basic information about volcanoes. And then it recounts the 1980s eruption of Mount St. Helens. And if you would like to watch any videos with your parents' approval, they can search for some Mount St. Helens videos like I did with my students today. That will give you an idea of the widespread destruction it caused. And this was interesting because I have a new student who moved from that state just a couple weeks ago. So he has visited that site and was able to share. So hopefully you can find some information online to help you understand more about this Mount St. Helens eruption. Okay, so the focus today is all about volcanoes around the world. And the map on page 108 does not have countries, states, and cities labeled. Instead, it is a world map and it shows where volcanoes are on the earth. So as you're today I read the article out loud. That's our usual plan. The teacher reads the story out loud to the students on Mondays. So your parents need to read the story to you. If they're unavailable, of course, you can read it if you have to by yourself. So the volcano erupts. As you're reading, I want you to think about what events happened before the volcano erupted. So there were some warning signs that the scientists gave to the people, and also the data they collected as scientists that warned them of the eruption. So as you're reading, think about that. Again, starts on page 108, and you're going to read. It's not that long today, so we're just going to spend 3 days on this reading, and it goes all the way to page 114. And you can answer the questions out loud with your mom and dad and about the think and discuss. And those questions can be found on page 114. So that is all you have to do for reading today. Now, in spelling, you have a new list. It is list number 18, and it's found on pages 70 and 71. It is also in your second grade newsletter for the week. So on pages 70 and 71, you must complete those just like you do every Monday. Please recognize that the pattern words are grouped together because they have suffixes, ing and ed. So that is why they are on the list together, from helping all the way down to reaching. Remember, suffixes can be taken off of a word and you're left with the base word. So suffixes are not words alone. They can be added to base words. Suffixes are added to the end. Remember that. Second graders sometimes forget that suffixes are added to the end of base words. Prefixes are they are added to the beginning of a root word or a base word. So you're going to do a word sort in memory words on page 70. And then on page 71, I'm going to point out a few things that students sometimes struggle with that I help them with on their workbook pages this week. The thing that they struggle with is the things I did today. They sometimes forget to read that title of that list. And what happens is they don't write the correct verb tense. So if it's things somebody already did, all of the verbs used in the answers should end in an ed because it's already happened. So let's try the first one together. Do you see where it has a check mark and it says blank, grandma, weed the garden? What is the word? Now don't capitalize these because these are just a checklist. These are not full sentences. What word would best make sense in that sentence? Blank, grandma, weed the garden. Now remember, it has to end in an ed because it's already happened. That's right, helped. So you're going to write HELPED in that first blank. The other thing I wanted to point out is the middle, the word where it says moved some blank for mom. Now, they've already given you the verb, and that's in past tense. So the blank is not a verb. It is an item. And there's two different item answers you can provide. And the last one where it says blank for Jim to come over, there are several options for that. They just all have to be in the past tense. So do not capitalize any of those. Okay, that is it for reading and spelling for today, Monday, January 31st. Thank you.